All right, if you could just tell me your name.
Yeah, Richard Hunter. I'm a media assistant to Dennis Hall.
All right, Richard, just real quick, can you just tell us briefly what happened, how you found him, how you called 911?
Well, he Monday night he had been staying here since Saturday, and Monday night he had asked to be alone. He wanted to spend the night alone, and the girls, he had a couple girls he was hanging out with, and they said fine, and he went to bed, and they said we'll see you in the morning, and checked in with him, midday, about the time you would expect somebody to wake up if you'd been up late, and that is the point where they found him non-responsive, and they were yelling for me, and I ran in, and he was breathing, but he was non-responsive. He was over on his right side. Called 911 immediately. They went and rolled over to his left side. I rolled him over. He's a very big guy. So we got him over on his side, and kept him on his side so he didn't roll back over on his back until the EMTs got here.
Right. Now, was there anything in the room that was weird? I mean, I know there was the natural Viagra, but was that strewn about, or did you see it?
No. No. That natural herbal Viagra stuff. I mean, it was. I think there might have been a capsule or two on the nightstand. As I went in, I kind of had tunnel vision because I was, attending to him, and I was asking the girls in the room. I said, "What does anybody know anything that he's taken? Anything?" And one of the girls held that tablet and showed me this herbal Viagra. One of the girls did tell me that he had told her that before he got there, or before he got here on Saturday, he had done some small amount of cocaine, but not since he had been here.
Right.
We have a zero tolerance drug policy here. We have to have that for licensing. It puts any violation of that, the law puts the girls' licenses in jeopardy, and also the licenses of the brothel itself. So just like if any girl who worked here was to be found using illegal drugs, she'd be fired right away. And any guest, no matter how high profile they are, if they're a celebrity, they would be asked to leave. So given that, no one, including the girls that were with him, saw him use any drugs or display any drugs or any kind of thing like that.
Marijuana, including marijuana?
Including marijuana.
And was there alcohol in the room? It said...
There was cognac, I think, that was not empty. It was, the police took it with them when they were here, but, over a 4-day period of time, nothing out of the ordinary.
Was there a TV on or magazines, anything in the room?
No, I mean, I think the TV might have been on, but like with a screensaver or a guide or something on it. Now, honestly, I'm just kind of going off of what I, caught glimpses of.
Sure.
But no, I mean, it was basically a very otherwise than the obvious situation, a normal environment.
So the room wasn't a big mess.
Nothing like that. No.
Right. And now, did Lamar say anything about, or did the girls tell you, did he ever say anything about Chloe or the Kardashians or the TV show?
So, I think that the girls had, the normal kind of curious questions you would have about a reality TV star. I'm sure they probably talked a little bit about that. But I would say nothing out of the ordinary. They said that, he was a shy guy. He's got a very reserved demeanor anyway. But they did say that he had taken a phone call that they described as kind of bumming him out. Nothing that rose to the level of depression or made him erratic or anything.
And that was Sunday
like
night,
that.
Right?
No, that was Monday. That was Monday going into Sunday, I believe. Monday going into Tuesday, I believe.
So Monday, they found him.
They found him
Monday.
Monday. I'm sorry.
So
yes, it is Monday. My days are running together.
It's
yes. So Sunday going into
Sunday,
Monday. So the phone call would have been Sunday, and then that goes into Monday where he was found. Yeah.
Right. All right. And then any indication of depression, suicide, any talk like that? Was there anything beforehand?
No. That's and we did ask about that, and they said no. Nothing like that. And the other thing too was it was. I think a lot of people, when you think about it, as it was described to me, I mean, when you think about, a bender or a multi-day party or binge or whatever, you're thinking about some sort of wild ruckus, running up and down the hallway screaming kind of situation, and it was 180 degrees the opposite of that. It was, you would not have known he was here if you had been in the common area of the house, if someone hadn't told you. He was quiet, and obviously was valuing his privacy and his solitude, and ironically, that's something that we would have certainly kept intact had this not happened. Once somebody has a medical emergency, there's a medical report, there's a police report, but this is nothing that we independently would have ever released to anybody. He would have enjoyed the same discretion any other celebrity does.
Did he ask for any girl specifically? Was he a fan of any of the girls that you
No,
knew?
he made the acquaintance of a couple of girls once he got here, but I don't think that was anything that was predetermined, and he did seem to click with them.
Right.
And I know he was very candid with them. He talked to them quite a bit, and that's something that, let's be honest, I mean, it's a brothel, so that's a lot of times that's not what people are here to do, to
Right.
talk. But
You mentioned he was a little upset about life.
yeah, I mean, I think that he shared that with them. Yeah, but nothing that anybody, I think, was thinking was rising to the level of a danger to himself.
Right. So this was definitely an accident. You think it wasn't like there wasn't a note, there wasn't like
No,
any attempt
nothing
to-
like that. There was no talk of it. There was no threat. The police very thoroughly went over the entire house. They did not, it was not secured afterward. It was nothing they locked down. They were satisfied when they went through and looked very carefully. Any type of paraphernalia, drugs like that, they didn't find anything. They also went through his personal belongings, didn't find anything.
Right. And were the girls, do you know any of the girls fans of the Kardashians or Lamar? Was that?
There was certainly an awareness of it.
Yeah.
I could not tell you specifically if I knew one girl was more of a fan than another, but yeah, I mean, everybody knew the show, everybody knew who he was, and so I would say certainly to some level, yeah.
Yeah. And the last question, do you think he's going to make it? I mean, you were like one of the last people to see him. Did you think he was dead when you saw him, or was that your gut reaction?
I know I did not think he was dead. I mean, he was breathing. He was snoring very loudly, and while I knew it was a good sign he was breathing, that kind of heavy snoring, not a good sign. Something's wrong when you can't shake somebody awake, and I was, trying to shake him awake. I really hope he's okay.